You don't need to cut out carbs to lose fat. Seriously, okay? It's not candy, it's not bread, but it's about balance. What's up, guys? Hey, welcome to the video. My name is Kyle Settles. Hey, if you're new to me, I've been in the fitness industry for over a decade now, okay? I've opened many successful gyms. I've worked with and I've helped thousands of people lose weight and keep it off for good, okay? That includes myself, okay? At one point in my life, I was 100 pounds overweight. I struggled, right, with all the fad diets. I was an alcoholic, all of these things, okay? But I completely turned things around, and so can you, okay? And I promise you, by the end of this video, if you stick with me, okay, you're gonna know exactly what to do to lose weight and keep it off for good, okay? Now, before we get started, listen, guys, if you're looking for a community environment is everything. Get around people that are on the same path as you, okay? That is most people's problem, biggest problem, their environment, right? They're surrounded by people that really don't care about their health, that really don't care about becoming the best version of their self or leveling up, okay? Number two, if you're looking for a step-by-step course, step-by-step to get you from A to B, to get you from where you are to where you want to go, down below, hit the link, okay? Hit the link, join school, okay? It's completely free right now, okay? And you can also get live coaching, okay? We jump on there once a week. You can ask questions. Again, I promise you it will change your life, okay? So make sure you guys check it out. Now let's get into this, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is calories, okay? Listen, guys, right? When you're doing things blind, okay, and I did this for the longest time. I remember, right, if I go way back when I was 100 pounds overweight and I was like on this mission to lose the weight and like completely change, I would go to the gym for like 2 hours, okay? You name it, man. We were lifting weights, we were doing upper, lower, full. I was on the stair stepper, I was on the treadmill, you name it. Then I would go to Subway. Man, I would pat myself on the back and I would eat 2,000 calories, okay? So all of that work, which was great, but I would be in a surplus because I didn't understand the calories. I didn't understand the food, but I thought I was eating healthy, right? And I would do all of these crazy things like you've probably done or you've probably heard, cutting entire food groups, only eating fat, cutting carbs, fasting, doing all of these things. And listen, guys, all diets work, okay? They're all strategies, right? And a strategy is important, and all a strategy is making something priority, okay? But the thing that we can't do, we can't skip the process, okay, which is inevitable, right? We can't skip the process, and the process is you gotta go through some understanding. You gotta understand that protein, carbs, and fats are macros, okay? And protein has calories, carbs has calories, and fats have calories. Protein, think about maintaining your lean body mass, right? Your metabolic engine. You don't wanna lose muscle, right? Especially as we get older, right? You wanna hold on to that muscle or you wanna build muscle. So we need enough protein each and every day. Now think carbs and fats, more energy sources, okay? Fats for more hormone, libido, brain function. Carbs, think more energy, okay? But there's so many limiting beliefs out in the world. Everywhere you scroll, people are telling you fast or cut this food or cut that or be scared of carbs. We still hold on to these limiting beliefs. And listen, guys, carbs are amazing for you, okay? They give you fuel. They fill up your muscles, okay? They give you more energy in the gym so that you can actually produce more, so you can build more muscle, and so you can burn more calories. But we've got to erase, we've got to get rid of all of these limiting beliefs that we're holding on to, okay? It comes down to balance, okay? And I just want to give you an example. Like, you have to know your budget. And see, most people, they don't know their budget, okay? Most people are spending money every single day, gas station, Starbucks, coffee, right? They're buying this, they're buying that, they're going shopping, they're paying for their insurance, they're paying for their car, they're paying for the rent, they're paying for this, paying for that. But whenever it comes to food, which we do every single day, and again, guys, I did this for the longest time, we're spending calories every single day, but most people are just doing it blind. And then we throw in excuses like, oh, I don't want to track my food. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Guys, it's just a perspective. It's a perspective. You got to change the way you're looking at things. Okay, you got to change the way you're looking at tracking food. You got to understand your budget. Listen, guys, you want to go from point A to point B. A, where you are right now, you probably want to be fit. You want to walk by the mirror and like what you see. You want to see your muscle. You want to be able to take your shirt off or get in your bathing suit. You want to have more energy. You want all of these things, but we're still holding on to these lies, these limiting beliefs, and throwing excuses out there, okay? And it's real simple. And once you go through the process, which you don't have to go through the process forever, you just gotta do it consistently for a little while, couple weeks, couple months, so that you can build the habit, you can build the intuition, so that when you do look at food, you have understanding, right? Just like when you go shopping, right? You don't go to a place that you can't afford, right? You go to a place that you can spend your money based on the budget that you have, okay? Whether that be shopping for a house, car, clothes, or whatever, guys. It's that simple, okay? Now listen, if you don't know how many calories you should have, or protein or carbs or fats, again, down in the school, I have a step-by-step course. It's completely free from A to Z on macros. I promise you it'll change your life. You just gotta go click the link. Okay, now listen, I wanna give you an example, okay? Let's keep things simple, numbers-wise, okay? I'm just gonna throw some ballpark numbers out there. Let's say you're a 150-pound woman. Your goal is to be, whatever, 130 pounds, okay? I'm gonna give you some macros, okay? Protein, 130 grams of protein, because typically, whatever your goal weight is, okay, you wanna eat 1 gram per pound of your lean body mass. Now, if you're 200 pounds and your goal is 130, you don't wanna eat 200 grams of protein. That doesn't make any sense. You're gonna be full, you're gonna be farting all freaking night. It's not gonna be fun, okay? And you're gonna struggle to hit that number. So whatever your goal weight is, man or woman, doesn't matter, goal weight, just go 1 gram per pound of your goal weight, okay? And remember, if you're 200-pound female, your short-term goal may be 180 or 170, but what is your real goal? Listen, when I was almost 300 pounds, yes, of course I wanted to be 280, 290, 270, but my real goal was like, yo, I wanna be 200 pounds. I wanna see my six-pack. I wanna be able to look in the mirror and feel confident. You gotta be real with yourself, okay? So 130 grams of protein. Now let's go carbs and then let's go fat. And again, I'm just gonna throw some ballpark numbers out there, okay? This isn't completely real, but I wanna give you an example, okay? Let's go 175 grams of carbs, and then let's go 40 grams of fat, okay? And I don't know exactly what the number is. Let me show you what this is if you're new. So 130 times 4, what is that? 260 plus 260 is what? 250, it's like 520, right? So 520, we got 175 times 4, 175 plus 175, what is that? 4 plus 150, that's 700 calories. And then we got 4 times 9 is 36, 360, okay? So 360, some easy math, 7 and 5 is what? 12, 13, 14, 15, 60, 1580. So 1580, so these macros right here equal 1,580 calories, okay? Your total calories are made up of your protein, carbs, and fats, right? There's 4 calories per gram of carb and 4 calories per gram of protein, and then 9 per gram of fat. See, fats are amazing for you, and this is why a lot of people are like, yo, I'm eating healthy, but I'm not losing weight. Well, listen, guys, if you're eating a bunch of avocados, oils, and nuts, which are great, a lot of calories. 9 calories per 1 gram. That's a lot, guys, okay? But anyway, stay with me. What we gotta do is we gotta portion this, okay? Now, typically, if we're not losing weight, we're just not in a caloric deficit. We have to be in a deficit to lose weight, guys. We have to. No and, if, or buts, okay? The law of thermodynamics. We can either lower our calories, or we can increase our activity, or we can increase our activity and lower our calories, right? We can do a little bit of both. Now, there's other ways to strategize, but I just want to give you guys a simple understanding of what's going on, okay? It's not carbs, okay? Carbs are amazing for you. Remember, you have simple carbs, candies, processed foods that digest fast, and then you have simple carbs, complex carbs. Think more whole foods, okay? Complex carb just means typically there's more fiber in that nutrient or in that food, which is gonna slow down the digestion and keep you fuller and more satisfied. So you always wanna stick to more complex carbs. Okay, now typically, if we're gonna make adjustments, okay, balance is everything, number one. You don't wanna eat 175 grams at once, right? You wanna space out your meals throughout the day, right? You should have some kind of plan, at least 3 meals a day. Can you do 1? Can you do 10 meals? Yes, but be honest with yourself, be real with yourself. It's 3 meals a day. 3 meals, 2 snacks, or 2 meals, 2 snacks, okay? But you want to divide your macros up, right? You want to divide if you're eating 5 meals, divide 130 divided by 5, 175 divided by 5, 40 divided by 5. Try to space out your meals. And by doing this is going to teach you more about food. It's going to teach you, you're going to have more of an understanding of macros. But going back to if you're not losing weight, number one, you got to make sure that you're tracking your calories, or else you're just doing things blindly, you're guessing, and you're frustrating yourself. Okay? Now, I'll make another video. I have already made another video on tracking. I'll make another one soon. But let's just go off simple. Say you're tracking your calories, you understand your budget, and you're like, I'm not losing weight. It's been a couple weeks, you're doing this. And you're like, you want to adjust your food. Typically, we want to lower our carbs because it's our highest number, not because carbs are bad. Carbs are actually amazing, and you love carbs. Okay? Remember, it's not donuts or carbs that are making us fat or making us not lose fat. It's just the quantity, right? The quantity of how much we're eating. It's the calories behind it, the energy. The energy has to go somewhere. If we eat more than our body needs, okay, the body is going to store the energy for later, okay? So typically, you would lower your carbs a little bit. You could lower it to 170, 160, right? Say I wanted to go down to 150. Maybe my new macros are going to be protein. We're going to keep our protein the same, usually stays the same. Carbs, let's take it down to, let's go to 150, okay? We're just going to make a small adjustment, and we're going to keep our fat the same, 40 grams. Guys, all I did was take away 25 carbs. 25 times what? 4, that's 100 calories. That's 100 calories each day. That's 700 calories for the week, 2,800 calories for the month. That's almost a pound right there. But all I'm doing is making an adjustment. Okay, so it's not about cutting an entire food group out, okay? I need you to get rid of that limiting belief if you are holding on to that and if you think carbs are bad. It's not carbs are bad. Again, carbs are just energy. You want to make sure that you balance your carbs out, okay? Divide 150 into 4. What is that? 75 and 75 is 150, so that'd be what? 30, 3 times 4 is 120, 4 times 4. So roughly 35 carbs per meal. 35 carbs per meal, 4 meals a day, that would be 140, or I'm sorry, 150, okay? Are you guys getting what I'm laying down here? Okay? If you are gonna make an adjustment, remember, lower your calories. Hey, I'm just gonna take a little bit from my carbs. Typically, my carbs are the highest, okay? Now, can it be different from that? Yes, but we're going off that on this one, okay? I lower my carbs. All I'm doing is just lowering my calories, okay? I went from 1580 down to 1480 now, right? That's my new number, 1480. But I'm not getting rid of carbs completely. I'm not scared of carbs. I'm just controlling my energy. Hell, if I wanted to, I could have left my carbs at 175. My protein, I don't really like to touch. I like to keep my protein there. I could have just said this. Well, you know what? I don't want to cut anything. I want my food to stay at 1580. I'm just gonna add an extra 100 calories. So you know what? Instead of walking 8,000 steps a day, I'm gonna walk 10,000 steps a day, because roughly every mile that you walk, a mile is 2,000 steps. That's gonna be 100 calories. So I wanna keep my food at 1580 and keep my macros the same. And now instead of walking 8K steps a day, you should be tracking your steps. If you're not tracking your steps, you're completely missing out. Make sure you check out my NEAT video. Check out my YouTube. I'm gonna go to 10K steps, bam. There's an extra 100 calories a day, 700 calories a week, 2,800 calories a month, okay? So hopefully you guys are getting what I'm saying. Don't be scared of carbs. Make sure you're tracking your food. Again, I can't say this enough. People are so scared of tracking their food for some reason because of all the BS in the world. But I'm telling you, if you go up to anybody that's in the fitness industry, anybody that looks good, anybody that you emulate, anybody that is looking good, feeling good, at one point in their life, they went through the process of tracking their food. They probably had a coach. They were a part of a community. They went through the process. Now they have the intuitiveness, the intuition. They understand calories so that they can make better choices, right? When they go out to eat or when they go grocery shopping, they built habits in their life, and now it's easy for them to stay fit. And then when they want to get leaner or they choose a different goal, it's easy for them, okay? So stay with me, guys. Okay, so don't be scared of carbs. Make sure you guys are tracking. Balance your carbs out. Don't eat all, have a plan. Again, if you're eating 3 meals a day, take 175 divided by 3. Protein divided by 3. Fat divided by 3. Okay, there's many different ways you guys can go about eating your calories, eating your macros. Okay, but the biggest thing is that I hope you're hearing from this, and the reason why I showed you this is because I need you to get rid of that limiting belief on carbs. Okay, carbs are amazing for you. Okay, it's just we overeat carbs, we don't track carbs, and then carbs get a bad name. Okay, so erase the BS. Okay, don't listen to all the lies out in the industry. Have your cake and eat it too. Just make sure you guys have a plan, okay? And again, if you don't understand protein, carbs, and fats, if you don't understand macros, make sure you guys join my school. I literally have an A to Z course completely free to you guys, okay? And you guys can jump in with the community. You guys can jump in on the live calls, Q&A. You guys can talk to me live. I promise you, I'll help you, okay? Point number 2, I already went over portion control. Cutting carbs feels extreme, so most people rebound. Of course, you can't just cut food groups. That's crazy, guys. Smaller servings, right? Again, divide your macros, okay, or your calories into 4, right? How many calories per meal? You know, have a plan. It's gonna feel frustrating for the first week or first 2 weeks, blah, 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 just like everything is. Okay, but if you have a plan and you're tracking and you use the fitness tracker, MyFitnessPal, or whatever you're using, write it down on Excel, old school. You gotta do it, you gotta get through it, okay? It's inevitable, the work must be done. The work must be done. The problem is you just need to have a goal. You need to make it a priority, okay? Priority is everything, and you need to be a part of a community that's doing this with you, okay? And point 3, we already went over, carbs are fuel great for performance, okay? So listen, guys, don't cut carbs out of your diet, okay? Make sure you guys control your carbs, portion your carbs, understand carbs, simple carbs, processed carbs, right? Stick to more complex carbs. Again, I always say I do the 80-20 rule, my wife and I, okay? We've been in the fitness industry, again, for over a decade, like thousands and thousands and thousands of hours coaching this and implementing and trying all the different strategies, keto, Atkins, Weight Watchers, right? You have all of the carnivore, the egg diet, the sugar diet. You have all of these things. It's crazy. But our path, my wife's path, our goal is to keep things simple. Simplify fitness, simplify nutrition, so that you don't have to worry about going out with your friends, going to a game, going to vacation, going to weddings, doing whatever. You have understanding, so you're like, don't try to lie to me. Don't try to bullshit me. You can't bullshit someone when they have understanding, right? You can't get sold a lie when you have understanding. And that is our mission, right? Is to create people that are getting results because they have understanding. So listen, guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment down below, what are you struggling with, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I get pumped up, right? I may be talking fast, I may be going fast, but I can slow things down on another video. Make sure you guys comment down below. What did you like? What didn't you like? What are you struggling with? Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the link down in the description. Join this school. I promise you it will change your life. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.